What is up, guys? Weird, weird video because it's like, hey, Happy New Year, but it's not New Year's yet, and Merry Christmas, but it's probably after Christmas by the time you're watching this. Today, for me, I'm pointing at my calendar right there. It's December 22nd, so it's not quite Christmas yet, but this service isn't going to happen until New Year's unless you serve on Thursday night, in which case it happens on December 29th. I had to look at a different calendar there. My life's just all calendars, apparently. It's the new series called Measure Up, but it's January 1st, but it's also not January 1st when we start it because of December 29th. But it's also before that when you've watched this. So, man, I hope your Christmas is great when it happens. I hope it was great if it happened. I hope your New Year's is great when it happens. I hope it was great if it happened. So, with all that being said, let's dive into it. We had a really weird City of Angels series where we talked about the angels coming and visiting, but lo and behold, we didn't have 2 of those 4 weeks. And so this time, 5 Sundays in January. So we're going to have 5 weeks of this kind of what happened next in Jesus' life. So we know through Christmas, hey, angel visited Zechariah, Mary, Joseph, shepherds. This is Jesus. Go tell everyone. This week is week 1 is the escape to Egypt. So this is that whole part where, hey, Herod's going to have all the babies killed. And so again, God sends an angel and he goes, hey, you got to get out of here. And Mary and Joseph take Jesus and they move to Egypt for safety. And so our big idea is, in fact, God guides us to safety. In your first small group, it says start by going around the ground. There's a typo there. And guess what? I copied and pasted it. So I know it wasn't my fault. But nevertheless, there's a typo. Start by going around the group and let every kid share a win from the week. Guys, it was Christmas. So that might be the only thing you do. The only thing you do might be, what did you do for Christmas? Or what did you do for New Year's? What did you do for New Year's Eve last night if you're on Sunday? Nothing else here matters, okay? What we want to do is we want to build that relationship. This is all the kids are going to want to talk about. Wait, what did you get for Christmas? What did you do on Christmas break? What did you do? Did you stay up till midnight last night? It's the only thing I want to talk about. You will bash your head against the wall if you go, no, what we need to talk about is what does it mean to be safe? So that's there for you in case attendance is really low and you have 3 kids, and what you guys talk about in your 3 kids is, hey, this is what I got for Christmas. Bam, bam, bam. This is what I did on break. Bam, bam, bam. Great, we're done. What now? What does it mean to be safe? Okay, great. So we're going to do that. We're going to come across the hall, or 4th, 5th grade. We're going to stay in the same room. We're going to join together. We're going to do our large group game, worship, story, as we do. We have a memory verse that we're going to practice, and you're going to do it again in your small groups. So I'll show you that in a second. Excuse me. So discussion questions as normal back in your second small group. How did Joseph know where his family was supposed to go? Angel. Why did Jesus need to escape with his family? Trying to get murdered. When did Jesus and his family know it was safe to return to Israel? You got to read the story for yourself. So, with that being said, you're going to go through those questions. You also have something called the roller coaster verse. Let me show you this. It's not done yet, and I'll show you why. Because at our Christmas services, I'm going to have people helping me by cutting these out. So you're going to have 1 word of the memory verse on every single car. So I have like 20 of these. And then they'll be separated by color. So your group will have a yellow stack and a blue stack, and they will all go together. So you're just putting the memory verse in order of the car, so you're making it like a roller coaster, because that's sort of the theme. I don't know if you can see this, but the thematic background is like roller coasters measuring up, and are you tall enough to ride this ride? So you're going to have this to do as not a puzzle, but just putting the words in order. So after that, then you have something called I'm Never Alone. Let me read this really quick. It says every kid's going to get, so your group is going to have this on the wall. It's a popcorn bucket. And then every kid is going to get a piece of popcorn. So we'll cut these out. Again, it's going to happen this weekend. We're going to have these cut out. So every kid's going to get one of those. And it says, Ask kids to write on their piece of popcorn a time that someone did something to keep them safe. And after the kids are done writing, have them glue their popcorn to the big poster of a popcorn container. It says big poster. It's an 8.5 by 11 sheet. Get out of here. And invite a couple kids to share what they wrote. So we're not going to glue them. What we'll do is tape them. So I'll give you tape, and we'll leave them up on the wall for the whole weekend. And so Thursday night we'll put them up, and then Sunday at 9:30 we'll add, and 11 o'clock we'll add. By the way, I said it like that because there is no 8 o'clock service on January 1st. We assume people have stayed up late, and even if the kids didn't, you did. 8 o'clock volunteers, and when I say late, I don't even mean midnight. I mean 10 o'clock, which is enough sometimes to go, I can't get up in the morning. So you have that there. On your popcorn piece, write about a time that someone did something to keep you safe. For example, when your parents keep an eye on you when you're swimming, when your uncle fixes your bike and gives you a helmet to wear, when your grandma reminds you to put on a seatbelt, when your coach reminds you to drink water. Those are all examples of that. And so kids are going to, and they can draw a picture of it, they can write it, whatever they want to do there. So that's what you got there. It's really simple. I'll also have a coloring page if you want to do that. But we're going to extend our large group game a little bit because, again, I expect lower attendance numbers. And so we're going to have a little bit of fun there. And then, guys, after that, we're running right into January. So we get to January 8 and 15 and 22 and 29, just kind of bashing through it. Big announcement there. Oh, maybe not 29, maybe 20. I don't know. Something you need to know. On Friday the 27th of January, we're going to have a volunteer. I don't know. It's not a training, but it is, and it's not like a celebration, but it is, and it's appreciation and celebration and training and all things combined. It's for every KidMin volunteer, not just elementary. And we're going to invite the subs. So if you're watching this and you're on our sub list, like this is one of the things I talked about where you're a part of the team. And so what we're going to talk about, the big thing, without giving you any more details, because you would assume I would have more details at this point, but it's Christmas time. What is a win? How do we define a win? When you leave on a Sunday, when you leave on a Thursday, and you go, man, did I do a good job today? Did I win today? How do we define that? How do you know that I won today? Because there are a lot of days where Trevor, will leave on a Sunday and I'll feel pretty defeated about one thing or another. And it's not every week or anything like that, but there are just weeks where I get home and Jordan goes, man, how was church? And I go, man, I don't know. Like kids heard about Jesus. Like that's a win, but like they're going to do that every single week that they come here. So it's kind of hard to define that as the win, where it's like, that's like the base. Like if they come to church for one weekend and don't hear about Jesus, like that's not like, oh man, we lost. That's like, we should be shut down. Like that's the bare minimum. So I want you guys to be able to leave going, because it'll be on January 27th, so to go, hey, on the 29th, and then starting in February, go like, I can walk in and confidently tell you, this is what I need to be doing to help kids take their next step. So it's not just like, did they hear about Jesus today? It's going to be 2 hours, from 6 to 8. We had a meeting. We said, hey, we're going to provide dinner. So dinner's provided. It's for you, not your family. I say that to go, your family for 2 hours would be really, really bored. But obviously, if a husband and wife both serve and have young kids, let me know, because I will figure out your childcare situation. And so if you're like me, though, like my wife doesn't serve and I have young kids, my kids aren't coming, and I'm not providing childcare for myself because my wife will watch my kids. So with that being said, put that on your calendar. I want to have, realistically, I'd love to have 100% attendance. I know that's probably not possible, but I want to get as many people as possible. It's Friday night from 6 to 8, January 27th. Put that on your calendar, and I'll give you more information as you need. I'll give you a menu when we know we're having, that way, dietary restrictions and stuff, all that kind of stuff. Guys, week 1, measure up. Next week, 29th and 1st. I'll see you guys there. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Peace out.